What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster-in-chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm taking a little break and officially announcing the end of Explorer Week. So the mini-series was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed playing Explorer, and I would just like to take this opportunity to also announce the fact that we will be continuing to do a little check-in on the Explorer meta whenever Standard gets a bit stale, usually just before a set release, as we are now. But you know, I did miss Standard for a while, honestly, and it's good. You know, I wanted to check in again on the meta, have a little look, see if anything's changed since about 10 days or so that have passed since the last time I played it. And considering we're so close to a new set being released, are people still able to innovate, or is it just the same old, same old? And on day one of the new season, I mean, we're only just started with the fresh season. I haven't had much chance to play. It was my daughter's birthday yesterday, so I spent most of the day with my brew dad hat on, and I tried all sorts of things, and I was just losing like crazy. I mean, basically what I'm planning to do with this video is just do like a stream of consciousness, hanging out in the lab. As you can see, I've been just... I mean, this was like down to like 4 or 5 decks just the other day, and it's just been like very prolific. Getting all sorts of things, testing especially Atraxa reanimation builds in like Jund, Grixis, 5 colors, Rakdos. I think we may have a few matches with those. But the point of the story is that Mono Red, the same exact list that I got to Mythic with last month, seems to be the only thing that I'm really like able to rapidly climb with. I've also got some other filthy net decks here and there that I've been like playing with just to rank up a bit. I'm sitting, I believe, on Platinum 2. So the meta just seems pretty much the same. Like, it's either Mono Red, Soldiers, Mono Black. But there's actually a lot of, and I've been hitting more of them than often, like control decks that aren't necessarily Mind Splice apparatus decks, but more like Planeswalkers oriented, mostly in Esper colors. And actually got my ass handed to me a couple of times, so we'll probably need to dive into one of those. I believe I've got one already like half crafted up. No, I deleted it. Wait. Pretty sure I had one. Anyway, as you can see, lots going on. So I think we'll just kind of play some games, try to get to Diamond and play some random decks, tune some. I've been having a lot of fun revisiting some old classics. This one, if you guys don't remember, focuses on playing all the creatures, all the lands that have swamp written on it, alongside a bunch of swamps, to take full advantage of Corrupt and Drag to the Bottom. So we get to have a sweeper in black. The previous version of this deck that went up on the channel was running Infernal Grasp, so I put Go for the Throat in. I went up to a second copy of Shadow Prophecy as another domain payoff. And then I cut one Pilfer to do so, I think, and that's really it. Like, I made some very minor... Oh, and I added another copy of March of Wretched Sorrow. I believe I cut a land. The deck is running 27. To take, we're trying to do these massive Corrupts. This has been winning me games. This has actually been really good, especially against, like, Soldiers and Mono Red. Like, Drag to the Bottom, even just with one of these down, deals with anything that's happening in any aggro deck right now. So, yeah, maybe we jam a few matches with this, like a little bit updated for current Standard, and see how it holds up in the meta. So far, I think I'm 7-2. Got a little bit bored of Mono Red, switched a bit to Soldiers, wasn't really feeling it. Now I'm on to, like, more control type things. Then maybe we'll play some of, like, one of my many various reanimation decks. I've been looking at... this Grixis mid-range list that's been so strong for so long. With just Invoke Despair and Shieldred and Fable and stuff. Oh, here we go. If we could... just use that same core. Shieldred, Invoke Despair, you know, go for the throat, all this kind of stuff. And change the outline cards, that, you know, the stuff that Grixis gets is the Corpse Appraiser, the like 1 or 2 copies of some sort of a counter spell that they run sometimes. Okay, I think we need a... Oof. Yeah, we have to... I mean, we can get to the drag to the bottom with the untapped swamp in my hand, so I'm going to try and hold up Hero's Downfall rather than have no interaction in case he drops Thundering Raiju. Although this does seem to be the burn version with the Epicure. It's more likely he'll play Mechanized Warfare or something. Aha. Okay. Is it worth it? Yeah, I'll do it. One less point of damage. Okay. Here comes the lightning strike to the face, probably. Double lightning strike, of course. It's always the case. Those are always the last 2 cards in hand. So 3, 4, 5. The top decks, some more burn. Woo! Bye-bye. Domain 5, that's 6, no, minus... Do I have all of them? No, oh yeah. Oh god, no. Oh, if we top deck a land, we can corrupt and get back into the game. Oh, he kept the top. It's probably Squee. Oh, oh, okay. Let's go. There we go, we got our land. If we can just hold on one more turn. Oh, ho, ho. Play an extra one. The more swamps, the better. Skadoink. Promise you, if he's got lightning bolt in hand or whatever. Ooh. And we're back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So now, the question is, do we go invoke? Nah. So then we can hold up another Hero's Downfall. This we lose 2 life. I'm not willing to use that. It's got 2 extra draws. Ooh. That's just great. Creature, please. Okay. Let's gain like 6. Oh, that feels so good. Now we invoke. It's the one true, like, kind of control deck in black right now. Is this. Bye. Oh, you so lucky. You still die. Bonk. Bonk. Wow, that was timely. Very happy with how that went against Mono Red. Yes, I did have fun. Okay, no, so I'm in Platinum 3. That's right. I was testing all that reanimation stuff with the Traxa. So let me just jump into that a little bit and have a look at what I've, you know, the different directions my brain went when I just was like, okay, Atraxa. We've already done the Rakdos one with the Vat of Life or whatever. So, wait, where do we start? It goes as far back as here. Just Boros. Classic Boros. You know, Fable, Big Score, Restoration, Bitter Reunion, all ways to discard and then just big dump stuff here on the top end to reanimate with Repair and Recharge and Invoke Justice. And we got the Sweeper, and we got the Sweeper, and we got the Restock, and you know, a fair spread of different types because Portal is an artifact. We got a creature, we've got sorceries, we've got instants, we've got enchantments, so, and lands, of course. So the Atraxa almost always gets a few very nice hits for the next turn, even if she just dies right away. And then it just keeps coming back with the Portal. And this is obviously like nothing really new. It's like the same exact shell as always, except we have Atraxa now instead of 4 Titans. And kick ass. Like, I think in all these decks, like, you should always have Bitter Reunion. The ability to give Atraxa haste the turn it enters the battlefield, or the Titan of Industry haste the turn it enters the battlefield and swing, is just bonkers, because, you know, they both have amazing ETB triggers, and then you just also get to attack with these 7/7s. It's game-ending stuff. So that was one way my mind went. We'll probably play a game with that one, because it's very, like, linear and easy to make happen. But then there's, of course, the black route, where instead of using Invoke Justice, we use Cruelty of Gix. So I've got things like this. Very similar. Oh, I always like to put this in the 3-drop slot. Very similar game plan, in a sense, you know, just cycle stuff away. We're just focusing more on big score to do the thing. And there's less reanimation targets. So it's just like more like generally good Rakdos stuff, Bloodtithe Harvesters, Fables, Shield Reds, Flesh Gorges. But instead of like going for a top end of Invoke Despair, 4 of, you just have like 4 Cruelty of Gix and some Atraxas. And, you know, if they kill your Flesh Gorger that you played on turn 3, it ends up in the yard. You slam a Cruelty of Gix, it comes back as a 7/5. Little things like that. This one was actually pretty damn nice. And I made 2 versions. There's Rakdos Reanimator V1 and Rakdos Reanimator V2. With a Titan and a Junji. Put in some Bank Busters to get an artifact hit off of the Atraxa. Very similar game plan, except I've also been able to sneak in some Bitter Reunions just by going a little bit lighter on some of the removal spells. This one felt maybe a little bit better. Just a little bit more reanimation targets, more ways to discard. We've got the haste thing, which is, and it's also a card draw, you know. Discard 1, draw 2. The Bankbuster edition, as I said, this one was feeling pretty nice, so definitely going to jam again with this one. But I'm just going, you know, stream of consciousness, so you can see a little bit of the inner workings of my sick mind. This is the Jund version. Again, very similar, especially on the top end here. 3, 1, 1. But then we get to play Unleash the Inferno, which I love. We get to play Tear Asunder, which I love. We got some Graveyard Hate / ramp with the Scrap Gorger to do our like turn 4 Cruelty of Gix. And you know, less ways of discarding our top ender. We've got just the blood tokens and the fables chapter 2, but it's okay. It's okay. It's, I don't know. Maybe the removal choices. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on all of these that you're looking at. And I'm not sure what I'm going to post under this video, to honestly. I hope you just get inspired. But then, of course, I had to try the fight rigging version. Again, you know, Titans, Atraxas. But this time we got Arcfiend, Shakedown Heavy to trigger the fight rigging. And, like, still a pretty good spreader removal. Still some graveyard hate and ramp. And then, you know, maybe we could... tough on this one. Like, Flesh Gorger is so good for the life gain against aggro. It takes the counters from fight rigging very nicely. But this time, instead of reanimating, we're just like trying to cheat these out with the rigging. That was another attempt. Yeah, and that's and then of course that led me to Grixis, and just seeing like, okay, instead of Jund or Rakdos, what if we play some blue stuff, and then this like essentially the Grixis deck from you know, Worlds, except again, instead of playing the full playset of Invoke Despair and other removal spells and things like they have in there, like cut down, I've done away with, etc. Just have you know, the Atraxa Cruelty of Gix plan. A couple of counter spells. The blue also allows us to play Maestra's Charm and Corpse Appraiser for the graveyard hates. We, you know, still got a lot of the usual stuff, and I'm stuck in a sneaky one of big score. And there's quite a bit of card draw if you think about like the blood tokens, the Harvester, the chapter 2 of the Fable, and then big score. That, like with Shelly down, was great, but the mana base is still like a bit wonky. This one was also pretty sick. Grixis, Atraxa. All right, so as you can see, lots of different ways of bringing back Atraxa or cheating out Atraxa. Let's play some matches with this kind of stuff and see how it goes. I think we're going to start with the Boros one, and then sort of work our way through. How are we doing for time? Nice and early. I'm gonna be doing these like a little bit more rambly kind of videos, just like discussing stuff. I'll also be occasionally bringing up some spoilers and discussing how like new cards from spoilers will fit into some of these decks that I've been working on. I've got a Selesnya beatdown that I really want to show you. Maybe like if we don't get too bogged down in this Atraxa reanimation shenanigans, we can try and sneak in a couple games with that. Nice. Atraxa number 2. Uh-oh, this means graveyard trespassers. Who still plays that? Really? Okay, maybe not any trespassers, but can never be too sure. Wow, no lands, huh? Next deck. With a white source next turn, and if he doesn't kill the goblin, we may have a chance. Yoshimo. I knew it. Knew it. Okay. Hey, we golden. We be reanimated. Nah, I want to keep those. Zoink! Make the reflection outside of cut down range, and let's go for a sundown pass, of course. Or like Titan. Bitter Reunion. Painful Absence. Or Big Score. Yeah, we've got enough Fateful Absence in hand. Nice. Cool. That's just lovely. Don't you just love that? You little... Come on, don't tell me you've got another one. Like, one creature just single-handedly completely ruining my game. Gonna be happy to see the back end of our friend Mr. Graveyard Glutton over here. Honestly. Okay, let's get a hasty Titan of Industry going on in here. What do you guys reckon? How about we also copy it? No, we can't do that, unfortunately. What's better? Yeah, no, it's better to copy it. Bye. That actually has not gotten any worse to do. I still have a lot of fun doing that. Like, everybody's been obsessed with, like, other reanimation targets, but, like, Titan's still the best one. And it's just so nice with Fable. Oh. I got a little worried there for a second when he, like, double removal into swing with Trespasser. But, okay, that's Boros. Kicking butts. I thought of these ones. The one that looked the most interesting was Rakdos V2. This is a way for me to like throw a bunch of different brews at you that like I wouldn't usually make a whole video out of. Like maybe they're not, you know, they've been done before on the channel, or they're old decks, or, you know, things like that. But that's still like I use regularly to rank up and things. And, you know, experimenting with. So this one, for you guys to know, it's the one that has Junji, one of... Go turn 2 Bankbuster, turn 3 Harvester. And we've got the mana for a big score, and hopefully draw into one of our reanimation targets to discard with the big score on turn 4. That's a nice hand. Nice! Yes, not mono red. Woohoo! Bant, however, makes me wonder if there's some planeswalkers in my life. There she is. Oh. Okay, this is the domain shenanigans. Atraxa versus Atraxa. I think they may have the better tools, unfortunately. I'm gonna swing with my bang buster. Boom. I wonder if he would have blocked. He may have, oh. Nice. Definitely wasn't expecting that. I may be wrong about the domain here, but... It was nice. Oh, it plays the dude out. Okay, I'm gonna definitely do that. And now I can also... Oof. Let's keep these Brotherhood's ends. It's just rolling in lands. Okay. I'm imagining that other flash spell. Ah, you slimy bugger.
Feel the energy of battle. Then guiding like water. We've got the edge in this.
I'm wishing I'd done that Brotherhood's End. Ho ho! Ho ho! Oh ho ho! If he's got the counter spell, I'll poop my pants. Of course he's got it. You little... Ooh, that's annoying. Oh, that's annoying. That is the most CGB-esque card you will find.
New moves to teach you.
Well, let's see if he's got some kind of an answer. Again. If it's another Endless Detour. Oh my god, nice. That was terrible. Bant something. Bant annoyed the crap out of me. Little sprinkle of salt there. For y'all. My southern accent's terrible. And I've also got a blocked nose. That must have sounded horrific. Okay, so anyway, moving on. Like, just bad luck. Definitely very solid version. I wanted to try the other Rakdos one. Ew. There's a mosquito floating in my coffee. Yay. This is the one with the flesh gorges. Sure. I guess. No. Mulligan? Wait, why is... What? Okay, yes. And we can actually hard cast Atraxa because I put all the, like, lands in. 4 big score, 4 fables. Maybe just hard cast Atraxa with treasures. Otherwise reanimate with Cruelty of Geeks. And just have the fort be held down by things like Sheoldred, Brotherhood's End, etc. I don't know what the opponent's doing. Time's a wasting, literal spurg. Perhaps you may consider deciding whether you'd like to engage in this game or not. There's no way I'm conceding a free win in the ladder right now. I'm trying to get to Mythic before. Aha! Makes me want to keep it. Mr. Same sleeves, same pet, same everything. Mr. Mono Black. Feeling good about Mono Black. Banky boy. Fable off the top. Just in time for turn 3. Now if we would just top deck an Atraxa, you know. Although again, probably... There we go. There he is. And now he's going to crew up the Bankbuster and hit us for 4. What a card, guys. What a card. Oh, I played the wrong land. Oh, that was a mistake. Should have played the Cliffs. Now it comes into play tapped. There's Shelly. Very well played, Mono Black. Can't even freaking do anything here. I'm just gonna lose to... Oh, God. Okay, let's play another turn. Although... He just hits us with the Invoke. Are you ready? Ah, another card. I cannot wait to see the back end of. The number of games that I still just lose. Oh, God. Just to, like, Mono Black like that is pretty insane. Turn 2, Bankbuster. Turn 3, Graveyard Trespasser. Turn 4, Sheoldred. Turn 5, Cruelty of Geeks or Invoke Despair. So regular and consistent. Okay, so... I don't know. Maybe we try the Grixis pile? Right, let's go for the Jund pile. I've been really trying to get Jund to work, because Jund just seems to be so good. Then somehow Grixis is just the better one, because of probably the Corpse Appraiser. Oh, that's terrible. Immediate mulligan. Much better. Question is, do we keep the Inferno or the Terrace under? Hey-oh. Aren't I glad I kept that, considering it's looking like some sort of artifact nonsense. Okay, no counter spell, at least not on turn 2. This thing mills, by the way. Time to start doing some busting of banks of our own. Fading her. How nice of you. Oh, how many lands have I got in this deck? I feel like I've been flooding a bit. Okay, I think it's time to happily tear asunder your Jace. Zoink. This is playing definitely some copies of Tamio. Woohoo! There she blows. Oh, please do that. Please do. So kind of you. Mill me for 2. I like being milled in this deck, thank you. No graveyard hate that I know of in those colors. Nice top deck. Helping us find our cruelty. Oh, old techie Thal. I should have attacked, try to see if he would chump block, and then, but he probably wouldn't have. It's not that stupid. And just follow it up with the Brotherhood's End. Now I'm happy I kept that.
I've already read your thoughts. You won't stop us.
Yeah. Just gives me an extra thing to discard to the Fable. Give me that Gix. Give me that Gix. Oh. Well, let's see if he goes for it. I'm sure he will block. Cool. So we get to do 3 damage to the Jace and still play out the Scrap Gorger. Does he have a Fading Hope? Okay, nice. Okay, cool, clever, clever, very clever. I like your styles, mate. Poor guy's flooding like crazy though. I guess he starts swinging, huh? Tear ass. Tear ass. Maybe he's got Fading Hope. Or like March of Blue one. Blue March. Mill me for one. Cool, thanks. Wow. Where are my cruelty of Dixes? We've got a Traxxas where we want her. Okay, I was expecting some proliferate, obviously. Having seen Tekuthal. Luckily we got rid of that, because that would have been a double proliferate. The blue Dominus doubles proliferate triggers, which is pretty sweet. I actually quite enjoy it. I wish it was more viable, but it just kind of sucks. It was okay in that Is It Forge deck I built.
Become subdued.
Oh, thanks. I actually don't mind that. Do some damage to this damn freaking Jace. So annoying.
What curious behavior.
Wow. Very underplayed. Not a terrible sort of pseudo sweeper.
Heal.
Eh? Let's thin the deck. Woohoo! Rhinos all the way. Now we can... finally get rid of this damn Jace. Oh, we can always hard cast our Titan.
Your victory is an illusion. Nothing more.
Bye-bye. Okay, that was cool. That was nice. Interesting. I don't know what the opponent was really going for there. Maybe just didn't quite get his act together. I guess proliferate, mill, Jace stuff. So one last little bit of Atraxa shenanigans. Maybe one. How are we doing for time? Okay, well, this is definitely going to be a bit of a longer stream anyway. Jund rigging. Then I want to play one with Grixis, and then I'm going to switch over to that... where is it? Selesnya Beatdown. This has some cards. Then we're going to jump into some spoilers and mention some cards that I think is going to finally make this archetype good, and how they've been foreshadowing that with cards that were released some sets back. So, very I was a little bit annoyed at that point, if you can't tell. What was I looking at? Jund rigging. Let's cheat some Atraxas into play with Fight Rigging and Shakedown Heavy and Archfiend of the Dross. Combo pieces in hand. I worry about removal now. Okay, that's one down. Okay, we got the backup. Although he could be running Terrace under himself. Don't want to risk that. Okay, no, it's the deck with the damn dude, which is problematic considering we have big creatures, but let's go for it. He can't do it next turn, and he's probably got the removal. Second go for the throat. Sheoldred's Edict. How fun. I hope he plays out his damn Obliterator now, and we draw a removal spell. That would be mine. Of course not. Oh well, we're pretty screwed. I wish we were... If he just has one of those fight spells, we're dead. Sack our entire board. There we go. Alright. Damn it. Just the platinum jiggle. Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one. I have been shifting about on decks a bit too much, perhaps, for a proper run. Usually I focus in on like one or two that are top tier decks. Now we're just kind of having a little chit chat. Where were we? Okay, well, let's play one more with Jund rigging. I really want to do the thing. Maybe we'll run into a deck that isn't playing a bunch of removal spells for once, but it seems to be a very, very removal heavy format. And like, wow, the new set is just blowing my mind. The bustedness is just cranked up another notch. Nah. Marginally better. Oh wait, this is the fight rigging deck. Oh my god. Why did I keep a Traxa in my hand? That's so dumb. Oh my goodness. I just saw the Fable and the... Nope. Mono blue of all things on top of it. It could still be Is It? One can hope. Oh. Okay. Those games with fight rigging where you just like all the stuff you want to cheat into play is in your hand. Whew. Maybe he's got Boseiju. World's slowest dude ever. Got like a... There we go. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I may have kept that if I were you. We're on 15 though. We need to get some flyers in the air. So I'm hoping he plays something and taps out, or like just holds up a Tyvar stand, expecting some removal from me, and then we can just like freely slam the Arc Fiend and get our rigging trigger. That if he holds up mana for Tyvar stand, won't get all of them. Okay, he didn't do it. Oh, this is gonna be glorious. Unfortunately, we're killing our own reflection. Whatevs. We drain him for 6 now. Does he have the little dude, the rot priest? Lol. Still not a very exciting fight rigging, like all game, to be honest. Goes down to 1. We've only got 2 oil counters left. We have to do this next turn. Otherwise we can just kill our own Arc Fiend. He's made a valiant attempt, that's for sure. But it's either phase out or you play a blocker that I'll kill, and then I win anyway. Cool, man. Alright, don't want to belabor this one. We've all seen fight rigging. That was a terrible mistake at the beginning, keeping that hand with the Atraxas, and then we draw our second one. But in testing, it was a nice way of getting Atraxa down that, you know, people are mostly trying the reanimation route, and we are not the least of those. So I'm going to play the Grixis one last, and then we'll jump into some Selesnya beatdown. Quick jump onto Mythic Spoiler to discuss some potentially new cards for that Selesnya counters deck, and then wrap things up, call it a night. What do you guys think about this new set and the new card type battles? I think it kind of depends on us, the community, and the feedback and the response to the new card type, whether it becomes a staple or it just sort of like, okay, whoops. Okay. 2 harvesters, good. That's 2 blood source tokens. Blood tokens we can discard a Traxxas with. Oh no, no, please no. Not mono blue, if it's considered a major scoop. Oh my god, it's just every game the same. I don't know if I can do this. Oh my god. It honestly just makes me insane. Ooh, we get to cast a spell? Wow, we're so lucky. Anyway, it's just gonna get bounced. Ooh, we get to play another spell? Wow, I'm gonna actually cast a Fable against mono blue. He may have Spell Pierce. I'll just laugh so hard if he has Spell Pierce. Oh my god. Of course he has Spell Pierce, you idiot. Ah, this deck makes me feel like vomiting. Honestly. There's the Jhin. No, I'm hoping he has like negate. Okay. Regardless, we can just okay. Zoink. But now it's always the other thing. There we go. That thing. Let's see if we get counted here. No. Woo. Just wow. Of course. That was 3 plus another one off the top. Of course. Lol. You've got to be kidding me, right? It's a sick joke. What should be another land? Okay. At least we can block. Fading Hope. Oh yeah. Of course I'm blocking one of those stupid things. Please give me a bloody freaking... Oh my lordy lord. So this costs 3. It won't allow me to bounce the Tolarian Terror. Woohoo! Kicks. Now. Okay, I mean it's not really now or never, but pretty much. He was saving it. Oh my god, dude. Why do I even bother? I should have conceded. I knew I should have. Just gross. Spell Pierce of all the things that it could have been. One Fading Hope on our token, and we are dead. Dead as can be. Ready? Just... vomit inducing. Alright, so now jumping into something definitely more janky that has some future implications. So we're gonna play this one in unranked, but it's looking pretty good. And then we'll quickly pop into some mythic spoiler. But Selesnya Beatdown. Clay Champion's back. Absolutely love this card when it was spoiled during Brothers War spoilers, and it never really made a splash. But with some of the cards that I've seen in the spoilers for the next set, I think it's going to be finally its time to shine. In a shell that may look something like this with a few changes here and there, I'm still very uncertain about Valoristan's Tyvar stand, but they've been doing the job to get rid of Shieldred essentially. But we've got a +1/+1 mostly creatures deck. You could definitely consider playing maybe a copy of Ajani in here as well, the completed one. So Evolving Adaptive gets bigger, and it has oil counters. It gets bigger whenever we play a creature with bigger toughness than it, so it just kind of keeps growing. Then we've got Korean Beastcaller that does the same. Hopeful Initiate that grows when it attacks with creatures bigger than it due to training. The Intrepid Adversary that gets these... the reason why I'm bringing up the counters names, like oil counters in the Evolving Adaptive and the Valor counters on the Intrepid Adversary buffs the squad, it's because alongside the +1/+1 counters that we have a lot of as well, it's the 3 types of counters that we can proliferate with the help of the Bloated Contaminator. And the little synergies between Intrepid Adversary Contaminator have been amazing, because the more Valor counters you put on the Intrepid Adversary, the bigger the whole squad gets, and it just like it spirals out of control. We've also got Simian Simulacrum to put those counters on the Bloated Contaminator where we'd like them, but we can also put counters on, sprinkle counters with the Clay Champion. So you can either just go full green and just play like you can play an 8/8 on turn 4 that doesn't die to Go for the Throat. Noise. And, otherwise you can use it all white and put some counters on other ones of your creatures, and then we're going to be getting trampled to everything with Kodama and just boom, 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 boom. Capiche? Pretty simple. We got 2 Eganjos, 2 Bosejus, and then of course the full spread of dual lands available to Selesnya. Let's jump into some games. Hopefully get... I mean, those were like 3 losses in a row with some terrible bad luck and a very annoying mono blue player who of course had the Spell Pierce twice there at the perfect timing. Where am I? Play? No, not alchemy, please. If you could stop forcing that down my throat, thank you. All right, last couple matches with this new deck. We're going well over the hour mark, and I need to get editing, and probably to bed would be a good idea as well. War Boss Jose. Meh. Better. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and hope that does the trick. Unless it's like black land. Ooh, hello. Now the question is, do we play Kodama or Contaminator? Okay. I think Contaminator is the way to go here. Not my contaminated boy. Come on, give me those, give me another land. Well, now we're gonna get one no matter what. So the question is, do we want a green or white? Let's go with green. We can go double green, double white. Alright, that sucks. But I think we're getting rid of the dude. This time we go with the white. Can only really do an X is 6, X is 8, so every 2 mana of a certain color. Huh. Graveyard stuff. Definitely graveyard stuff. I mean, that was easy, unranked stuff, but you see where we're going with this. It can be very devastating very quickly. The size these things get with thanks to the clay champion, and I can't wait to show you what's cooking in spoilers. I'm sure you've all noticed, those of you who pay attention to that kind of thing. The this little sub theme with the +1/+1 counters that is developing in March of the Machine. Pardon me. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Oh yay. Let's hope he burns a removal spell on something so that the bloated boy gets through okay. No need to attack. Pardon me. I mean, felt like he had a cut down there. Mr. Gorger. Damn it, I was really hoping for that land. Goes for the blocks. Nice. Shieldred would suck. Okay. Cool. I like them apples. Zoink. Nice. Very nice. Alright, last match with this one, because I have so much fun with it. And then, I promise, we'll wrap things up. Main takeaways, I think, if you're going to be reanimating Atraxa, the Jund one felt the nicest to me. Fight rigging felt a bit difficult to do these days. You just play the creature that you're gonna do the thing with. People see it coming a mile away and they just hold up, go for the throat or something. So maybe, haha. That's a doozy. Finally, Quirion. Let's see if we're playing against Mr. I remove everything again. The Simeon is so nice. Okay, this is good. Against mono blue, like, the Beast Call is great because the cast, it's a cast trigger, not a... Okay. Black again. Why block? Why block? I don't honestly understand, but hey. It's so nice how it helps thin the deck. And then, you know, all this mana you dump into a top-decked Intrepid adversary next turn. It's like... You're dead, man. Let's give the Kodama trample too. Boom. Okay, I mean, again, unranked. Who knows how that would have gone in the normal meta with all the removal and stuff, but like, you can see the potential here. How explosive it can be. So, I mean, we did play against one, like, kind of normal mono-black feeling opponent there. With Flesh Gorger and things, so still beat that down as well. So yeah, that's it as far as like stream of consciousness, video, bunch of Reanimator stuff. There's plenty more where that came from. I still want to show you some more like weird Simic stuff I've been, and like more green focused stuff I've been focusing on. I've been doing sort of Bant, Illuminator, Virtuoso type tempo things as well. More stuff with the Forge and a more control shell. I mean, there's decks to just enjoy and have fun while we wait for the new cards. But when you hear the music stop like that, it's because I'm alt-tabbing. I'm gonna go to Mythic Spoiler. I'm gonna click on Window Capture. There we go. So, Selesnya cards that I'm not gonna like, I mean, there's so much going on here. So much going on here. But specifically, with regards to this +1/+1 synergies, not only are there some battles, I don't know them now, like, off by, like, just by looking at them. Yet. First of all, Vorinclex, okay? I don't know if this will fit entirely. Maybe like a 1 or 2 of 6/6 Trample Reach. When an ETBs, put 2 forests from your library into your hand, then shuffle. Next turn you can play your next forest, and if you have like I don't know, I mean, it's not that much harder after that to you know, trigger it. Like all of these Praetors from the new set, they've got like an activated ability that's like got different conditions need to be met, and then they flip into a saga, and then at the end of the saga they come back as their front side, and you can just keep doing that. The backside of Vorinclex in particular is crazy. Mill 10 cards, put up to 2 creature cards from among the milled cards onto the battlefield. Then you distribute 7 +1/+1 counters among any number of creatures you control. This is obviously why I bring it up with regards to the deck that we just played. And then until end of turn, creatures you control gain 1. This creature fights target creature. I mean, just ridiculous. Maybe even in the deck with the new Nissa, World Slayer, or whatever. Could be really nice. Can't wait to try that out. Then we've got Ooh, another ooze. That's the first time I've even seen that one. There's still some... here, this Tribute to the World Tree. I don't know, again, if this will make the cut. Especially in a creature-heavy deck like the one we were just playing. You know, you want to play your Quirion Beastcaller on turn 2. And then what? Follow it up with this on turn 3. It's not a creature, it's an enchantment. But then, if it gets to stick around on the board, maybe just play like a 1-of or something. Creatures that enter the battlefield draw a card if its power is 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2+1/+1 counters on it. So if you play a smaller thing, gets bigger. If you play a big thing, draw a card. So it seems nice. Probably more of a commandery card. But again, like with this theme of the +1/+1 counters, which is one that I've always liked. But here it is. You know, the +1/+1 counters battle. So when it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control for 4 mana. And then you flip it, and it comes back as this 3/3 ward 2. And at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. It's like a end step Luminarch Aspirant. That's a bit hard to get to, but still, you can see they're supporting it. There may end up being something to this. And I, for one, really hope so. I mean, even here, a little random, you know, limited uncommon. But that there's one in particular that we're here to see, which I hope we come to soon. There's a Hydra, which is in Selesnya, but not really going to be putting it in that deck. God, the new Elish Norn. I'll do a whole video on like my top 10 most bursted, ban-worthy, whatever you want to call it. Sooner rather than later. Here it is. Finally, the Botanical Brawler. The Signpost Uncommon, which is always like, you know, wizards telling you something. There's the current Selesnya one that we got for the Toxic is really strong. That 2/2 Toxic 2 pumps all your toxic creatures when they attack. This one is a 0/0 Trample, and it ETBs with 2+1/+1 counters on it. And then whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on another permanent you control, if it's the first time +1/+1 counters have been put on that permanent this turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on Botanical Brawler. Could be pretty nice, like instead of maybe even though I really enjoy it, the Adversary, maybe play some of these instead. Could be pretty sweet in that deck. So yeah, that's really it. There's so much more to go through. As you can see, I'm going to do a top 10 list and things like that in the coming days, and more of these kind of more rambly stream of consciousness brew chats. Whatever you want to call them, as we lead up to April 18th when and of course early access. So if you've already started to do some theory crafting of your own, don't hesitate to send me some ideas, join the Discord community. You know, let's start a discourse, get some early brews ready for when early access drops, that sort of stuff. But that is going to be it for tonight's video. Thank you all so much for watching and listening to me ramble for over an hour. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.